Sawadee Cup! We are on the one and only fitness street and we need to put down 4,000 calories today. So we're starting off with a bang. Iced Americano, morning supplies have been urged, and now it's time for meal one. I'll see you there. Yes, that's honey. Yes, that's eggs and cinnamon. And yes, it's goddamn beautiful. Time to rip this first meal. That's 2 slices of sourdough, 3 eggs, a bunch of salt. First thing in the morning, we are getting those electrolytes in, cinnamon and honey. So a really simple first meal. And you might be thinking, why did your calories get upped again, you gluttonous pig? And I'll tell you why. In yesterday's check-in, I was not expecting a increase in calories, I'll tell you that much. Body weight was coming up healthily, but what I did not notice, I didn't put much thought into it, and this is exactly why I have a coach, so I don't need to think about it, and I can just do what I need to do. The visuals were actually reflecting a shift in conditioning. So I was heavier, but looking fuller and looking leaner as well. So my coach is just like, he knows that I'm willing to kind of push it quite hard and not too stressed about potentially a little bit of extra fat gain. So we're just like, you know what? Let's push the envelope here and see how much growth that we can get in the Thailand training camp. So now on almost 4,000 calories per day, just under. Body weight is now at 80 kilos. And we are pushing up. Training is progressing incredibly well. So things are just moving exactly as wanted. And this is something that I'll always preface and chat with clients at the start of the build about, is how lean we want to stay and how much we potentially want to push the envelope. Because some clients will want to stay leaner, and that is totally fine. You know, putting in all of that hard work in the cut, we want to stay really lean, and more so just main gain type thing in a very shallow surplus. But other clients will be willing to potentially push it a little bit harder so that we are optimizing that growth. But same again, we'll always preface that first, weigh up the pros and cons, and then go about it from there. But I tell you what, if you are thinking of coming to Fitness Street, just beware, the demographic here is fucking hilarious. It's only online fitness coaches, IT people, and dealers. Because no one else is able to kind of stay here for an extended period of time. And if someone has, a regular 2 weeks off of work, they're probably not going to want to go on a fitness retreat holiday, are they? So it's all people who could kind of work online, digital nomads. All the dealers here are pretty much digital nomads calling the shots back home. But it is a very funny demographic, and it's such a cool place, man. Just getting out on the street for that early morning walk, best part of the day. But we'll always start with the half an egg first before I dig into the sourdough. This is my tradition. They're literally perfectly cooked here. It's like not fully hard, but not yolky. Who wants the yolk spilling everywhere? Anyways, meal 2, you're going to absolutely love. It is mega gluttonous right now. The best meal of the day. And it is the pre-workout meal, so most important meal of the day. I will see you there. Cream of rice has landed 90 minutes before we go to war, aka going to the gym and having a lovely hour doing an enjoyable task that I look forward to. So probably not going to war, but I guess some people like to put it that way. So we have 120 grams of rice flour, and then mixed berries, some Frosties cereal, which is honestly wank. Just get cornflakes, dude. Frosties, they suck, they have more sugar, and they taste the exact same as regular old cornflakes. And then because nut butter is pretty hard to get here in Thailand, we just have 20 grams of mixed almonds and cashews, and then a stupid amount of salt. Then during the workout, we will nail an entire litres worth of coconut water, which is going to be around about 200 calories. So I'll literally just sip on this as I go, and I find it sits pretty well in my stomach. Doesn't bloat me or anything. It honestly just feels like I'm drinking normal water, and there's an extra 200 calories worth of carbs. But morning check-ins are wrapped up, and what me and my coach have noticed with my physique in specific is that when hunger pricks up, condition shifts. So the moment that I will have a couple days where I'm really, really hungry between meals, like ravenously starving, which has happened in the last couple of days, that will kind of coincide with me looking a touch leaner and the physique just popping a little bit more. And everyone's gonna be different. Like, you might not notice this to the extent that I do, but this does reflect how damn important digestion is. And a lot of guys have no idea what the fuck digestion even is. And all it is the ability to get down your meals without feeling like a bloated piece of shit, without having struggles, going to the bathroom, whether that's way too many toilet trips or not enough, and potentially you're burping after each meal. This means that the food isn't being processed correctly or optimally by your digestive tract, so you can't utilize those nutrients to their best ability. So when these meals are going down very, very smoothly, we're getting hungry for each meal and not getting too much bloating or problems with that digestion, then we're going to be able to utilize those nutrients more effectively and see better outcomes with training, better outcomes with muscle growth, and better outcomes in terms of staying leaner as well. So first bite is going down with the pre-workout cream of rice. That is brilliante. There's the view. I'm gonna sit down, chow this down, while watching some spastics rev their bike on the road thinking that they're Mr. Big Dick. Maybe I'm just jealous because I've only got a 125cc bike, but oh well. Time to go train. Let's do it. Fucking faggot lad! Watch out, bros. Ooh, we have cooked. Well, Tony has, from Tony's restaurant, the one and only. Best place to keep those macros tracked because we have steamed chicken breast. We know that there's going to be no extra oils added in there. And even with like grilled chicken, yes, there's not going to be heaps of oil, but you just don't know. You can't really be accurate with it. You can provide a bit of a guesstimate, which I do with my dinner meal, which I will show you shortly, but keep your pants on because we still got to get lunch down. So that's around about 150 grams of chicken breast, and then cooked sweet potato, 250 grams from 7-Eleven, about 200 grams of veg, and tomato sauce. No one come at me for using tomato sauce on chicken. It is elite. And I have grown up doing this, and I will never stop doing this. Then we have 100 grams of pineapple in my little teacup for the bromelain, which is going to help. It's a digestive enzyme that can, of course, assist in digestion, and more specifically digestion of protein. So when calories get very high and it is a bit of a struggle to keep digestion in check and keep bloating down, that's where pineapple can really come into play. And we also have a no sugar Lipton iced tea. There is sparkling ones here, which I do prefer, but same again. Fizzy drinks are not going to be ideal for the digestion in the build when calories are now in fact at 4,000 per day or just under. And yes, there's a bit of caffeine in there, but it's only 2 p.m. and there's going to be no more than like 40 or 50 milligrams. So sleep should still be pretty damn sweet. Fucking banging as expected. But this is of course the post-workout meal, and the gym I've been training at here is called Superfit, and it's pretty good. You know, for bodybuilding gyms here, there's not a lot of them, and Superfit is relatively new. So if you've come to Fitness Street in past, and I'm like, what the fuck is Superfit, Austin? It's relatively new in the last couple years. There is a little bit to be desired with the machinery and pieces of equipment, but you know, it gets the job done, and there is some really good machines in there, especially chest pressing and actually chest fly machines too. So not too shabby. And then I've also been working a little bit from cafes. I've been trying to, because I see so many people do it and I get FOMO, but every single time I do it, I'm just reminded of how shit it is. Like when I'm certainly not doing check-ins from a cafe. Like I am quite enthusiastic on check-ins, as clients will know, and imagine doing that while sitting directly next to someone. What? And in my check-ins, you know, it's quite personable with each client. So I want to be fully present and not overstimulated by everything going on. You know, Karen complaining to the fucking barista that there's only 2 shots in her skim lactose-free fucking... Okay, I'm gonna stop, but you get the gist of it. And I need to eat, so this is going to go down the absolute hatch. And then I'm probably gonna be bedridden for about 20 minutes while this digests, but then we're gonna get into afternoon work. And then I'm gonna show you how I am tracking my dinners here to still not be fat maxing and just absolutely winging it. All right, as you can probably tell, out here at the restaurant, and I'll show you the feed. This is what we have ordered. We've got steamed veg, there's about 200 grams there. A rice cup from 7-Eleven. They ran out of white rice, so this is like rice berry. I reckon they just put food dye in it and it's normal white rice anyways. And then a bit of kimchi and a grilled chicken breast. So yes, brought me scales. Yes, I might be a fucking loser for that, but it just guarantees things. And if I'm eating here every single night, then I want to know that I'm being pretty on point. Obviously, if it was a free meal, I wouldn't be bringing my goddamn scales, but I want to be able to eat out every night, and this is how I am able to do so while still staying on motherfucking point. And for the chicken, real simple. Obviously, since this is cooked and it's going to be different to raw weight, I will add another 30% to what I weigh it as and just log it as the raw weight plus 30% to make sure that we are accounting for the water lost when cooked. But man, something I see way too often and fucks everyone's progress is getting in nowhere near enough protein, like barely even 1 gram per kilo of body weight. And it is quite easy to be able to get in enough protein if you know what you are looking for and looking to bring in. So realistically, we only want to be getting in protein through relatively lean protein sources. So this is going to be chicken breast, extra lean beef mince, eye fillet steak, kangaroo mince, and other white meats such as extra lean pork you could even do, or white fish, tuna, that type of thing. Notice I didn't say protein bars or fucking nuts. That is not going to be a substantial amount of protein. And when we're just snacking throughout the day, it makes it a lot harder to actually get in enough food or get in enough protein than compared to if we were eating 4 main meals, all really protein dense. So having 40 to 50 grams protein in each meal. And it's just a matter of having an adequate quantity of those lean protein sources. You could even do like YoPro, non-fat Greek yogurt. That's another one. With a scoop of protein powder in there too, you're absolutely cruising. So main takeaway, don't be trying to hit it through snacks. I know it's easy to fall for the high protein marketing and labeling on so many different foods, but realistically it's just going to make it harder. It's just going to cook your digestion. Same again, it's just going to make you all farty and shitty. And it's not going to be ideal, man. So it's time to eat this dinner. Pretty damn keen for it. It's cool vibes over at the restaurant here. It's all just like fighters and whatnot from on the street. Literally everyone comes here, and there is the feed. Ooh, we're fucking back. And one word to describe this meal: gluttonous. Fucking gluttonous. That is 125 grams of oats, and then we've got a whole banana on there, a bunch of cereal, honey squirted on top, and then we're going in with the protein dripskis. This is vegan protein. I know, you absolute bitch boy pussy, but my isolate protein is about to run out. So I want to make sure that I've still got enough for one serve each morning. So I've been doing it, obviously with my cream of rice. And then I just got these from the 7-Eleven, sachets of vegan protein powder. Sachets of vegan protein powder for $2, and it's 40 grams of protein powder. So 30 grams of actual protein in there. But enough of that. That's how we are looking. The lighting is a little bit wank. But the reason that we are not getting too fat, obviously I'm getting a little bit chunky, but we're able to still stay relatively lean because of a few different things. One of those things being making the change when it is needed, not just because I'm hungry for one day or because it sounds cool to be eating 4,000 calories. This is not a dick measuring contest, okay? It's not fun to be eating this much food. I am always prepping food, always eating, and spending a lot of goddamn money on eggs, chicken, and stupid flavored protein powders. So don't think that it's, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's not, if you can get away with eating less food, then sweet. You have to pay less for it, and you have to spend less time prepping that food as well. And another one is hitting steps. I've had 12K steps hit every single day for this entire build. Like, there's been one day where I was on 11,920. As you can see, it absolutely haunts me. But every other day has been actually above 12,000. And we're just keeping it there, making sure the energy expenditure is in the same place, and we're not burning the candle from both ends. But I don't know if you can see, I've been watching a little bit of Joe Rogan recently. I am tapped in on the conspiracy theories now. So don't be surprised if you see me posting about UFOs or some bullshit in a couple of weeks. But the flight home to Australia is now booked. It is currently Tuesday and the flight is on Friday. So we're heading home soon. We're going to have the regular Mackenzie's rice flour back in our hands. Corey's going to be tasting a lot better. And we're going to have Heinz Smoky motherfucking barbecue too. No more ketchup on chicken and ketchup on rice. No more of that nonsense. We're back to the Lord's sauce. But I'm sure you've heard enough from my chubby old face. Now, if you want to see how I've set up this build and I've been able to get to this point where I'm still relatively lean while eating 4,000 calories per day, then click on one of these videos and that will show you the start of my build, exactly how I did set this up and bring in these gains. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. You're fucking awesome.